Remember back in February when Twitter rolled out a whole new host of features because a bunch of whining SJWs got triggered constantly on their platform? Seems that worked out, doesn't it? Twitter has been under fire for failing to address hate and abuse on the site since its founding a decade ago. Its reputation as a free speech haven has come into conflict with efforts to protect users. That's right, you can't please everyone. Basically, Twitter have done a lot of silly shit, and it's coming back to bite them in the arse. In fact, honestly, I wouldn't pander to any of these people. Anyway, it's come back to bite them in the arse as Twitter's user growth goes nowhere and the stock is collapsing. Oh no. So Twitter gives most of a shit about their monthly active users. And while monthly active users might not be the right number to look at these days, for better or worse, it's one of the core metrics that Twitter is judged on for now. And that didn't pan out when it reported its earnings today, as its users were flat quarter over quarter and up around 5% compared to the same quarter last year. More importantly, the company's MAUs in the United States fell slightly, though the loss was made up with international users. So in a very Twitter fashion, the stock fell on its face and dropped more than 8% after the report came out. That's not good news, is it, Jack? Apparently its revenue is still falling, coming down to $574 million as its advertising business continues to decline. Its data licensing is still growing, yet not fast enough or large enough to offset that decline. Twitter said it brought in earnings of 12 cents per share, while analysts were looking for earnings of 5 cents per share on revenue of $536 million. Here's one reason why the number in the US is falling for Twitter so badly. It's probably its most efficient market in terms of monetization. In the US, users are a fraction of the total users, but they make up a majority of its advertising revenue. It's the same kind of problem that Netflix had to grapple with as it tries to grow. It may even be reaching a saturation point, where everyone who could potentially want to use Twitter is already on Twitter. And I imagine that there are people being put off Twitter by the day, but even just put off even thinking about signing up for it, after seeing article after article of, oh, everyone's so mean to each other on Twitter. Well, yeah, they are, but, you know, if you widely advertise that through a bunch of SJWs, then not exactly a great advert, is it, Jack? But to be fair, it's not all doom and gloom. Twitter's made various changes, including a new live video business that's keeping it afloat, and it really looks like it's a man desperate to keep his head above water, doesn't it? And one thing that I found on Twitter, well, The Guardian found it and sent it to me. Twitter is testing $99 a month ad subscriptions that auto-amplifies your tweets and your profile. They're advertising it with an email like this. You've tried Twitter ads before, so we want to offer you a seat in the private beta audience of our new program. Basically, if you pay $100 a month, you get free promotion from Twitter, which is surely not going to be something people object to. So yeah, I mean, I personally won't be doing this, obviously, because I think Twitter impressions are nearly worthless, to be honest. I like, if you tweet something out, if I were to tweet out an unlisted video, it would get, I don't know, I mean, I've got 200,000 followers, more than, and if it got 1,000 views, I'd be shocked. It's not, the click-through rate's terrible, absolutely terrible. I don't see why anyone would waste their money on this. $100 a month as well. Maybe if it was like $10 a month, I'd be like, yeah, maybe. You know, it may probably help. You know, I mean, my reach is important, so yeah, I'd probably do it. But $100, no fucking way. Hell, I might actually do it for a month to see what the difference is. But even then, I can't see why I would want to advertise to 48 million bots, which is a massive problem that Twitter has. It's populated by things that aren't things. So yeah, it's just, Twitter's just such a wasted platform these days. I just don't really see, it's kind of addictive. It's like a game. That's all it is. You know, who can get one up the most. And okay, well don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's not fun to play. It is highly addictive, but it doesn't do anything good. So the problem with these Twitter bots is that they actually do things. If they were just posting shit, it wouldn't be a problem. But apparently, a big chunk of those likes, retweets, and followers lighting up your Twitter account may not be coming from human hands, according to research from the University of Southern California and Indiana University. Up to 15% of Twitter accounts are in fact bots rather than people. And I get this all the time, like a tweet from like 2 years ago suddenly will pop up in my notifications where with literally a woman with enormous tits is going, wow, I love this. DM me for more or something like that. And it's like, look, this is obviously a bot. I mean, no one in their right mind is fooled by this. And this happens on a daily basis. These things are everywhere. And so, yeah, just you're making your platform into a waste of time by allowing this. You really, I don't know, you should probably cull them or something, I don't know. But yeah, and just to finish off the stupid shit regarding Twitter, there is a dating site for verified Twitter users. You know, I did a video a few weeks back called Verified Journos are an Isolated Class. And I wasn't joking when I said that they are a class. There are groups of people who are pissed off when someone like Paul Joseph Watson or Cernovich or whoever gets verified. Absolutely. It's actually really hilarious. But I'm most disappointed that I won't be able to use this dating site. Jack, how could you do this to me? Come on, man. How am I going to get some tail now? How? What woman would ever look at me now that she looks at my Twitter and goes, "You're not even verified. You're not even verified." Jack, you're killing my love life. You're killing it, Jack. But yeah, I don't think I don't know. I don't even know what Twitter could actually do to pull themselves out of this slump. The problem is they're in too deep with the wrong kinds of people. You know, if you want to listen to ravenous SJWs who are just going to do nothing but defame your platform. I mean, the problem that they have is with them. Most people don't get what they get. It's because they're political and they're bigoted. And so people want to give them a piece of their mind. For most other people, that's not the case. For most people, that is not the case. And if you're going to listen to a small group of racists, then okay, but I wouldn't. I'd just be like, well, if you don't like the platform, you don't have to use it. You know, if you've got a problem with that user, we'll send you his details, you can sue him, or whatever. You know, whatever it is you need to do. But just don't pander to these idiots anymore. You're killing yourself, you're shredding yourself, desperately trying to swat all the gnats. Don't worry about them.